So it's the end of the week and I don't know, is it just me or is anybody else's kitchen looking like mine? So I've just been really busy with work. Hope I've not made you dizzy there. And I want to declutter my cupboards. However, I'm not going to declutter anything while the kitchen looks like this. So my first step is going to remove the rubbish and remove the recycling and then put the dishes away. And I'll show you the difference just doing that makes. So that actually took me less time than it would to boil the kettle. And you can actually see the difference to the kitchen already. It looks much clearer. I've still got loads to do. That aloe vera plant is brand new, so I've soaked it in water. It will need to find a home. And Brandon's water bottle. I got this little caddy. I don't like having things on the side, but you just need to be practical. But this just gets taken apart and washed once a week. And the dish rack, because of the little grooves, I kind of give that a bleach once a week. I just use the Cillit Bang Bleach and Hygiene, leave it on for an hour, if that. Yeah, so next, once I've had my cuppa, the plan is to kind of move everything that does not belong here. So it just accumulates, it gets dumped on the breakfast bar. So I'm going to find a home for everything. But I am actually going to not just move it into another room, I'm actually going to find a home for it. So that's what happens in here. If anything doesn't have a home, it just kind of gets dumped here, and sometimes it just gets left here. It just really makes the kitchen feel really untidy. So I am going to spend half an hour sorting this out and finding a home for everything. So you can see now, just by moving everything out that didn't belong in the kitchen, still have my coffee, and moving recycling, still got to find a home for that plant. It's a lot tidier already. So what I'm going to do next is I'm just going to wipe down all the surfaces and then start on the cupboard. So as you can probably tell, I've made some kind of attempt to the dishcloth, but I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do with them. And I need to sort that pile of letters out hiding behind the knife rack. So I've taken everything out of the cutlery drawer, gave the drawer a wipe, cleaned all this down because there's always crumbs in it. And I'm going to sort through this, pop all the cutlery through the dishwasher. I normally wash everything by hand, but I'll just shove it in the dishwasher today, and then I kind of sort out and take out all the extra bits that I don't need. So I've gone in and I've all the forks, knives, spoons and all the bits and pieces have been cleaned, popped back in the drawer, and all these other things will either find another home or be put in a declutter. I probably will reduce some of the knives and the teaspoons and the forks. Maybe we've got about 20 knives, don't think I need them all. So I'm kind of decluttering and tidying the kitchen. I'm sure everybody has a drawer like this. It's quite a deep drawer, right? So it's more than a junk drawer, but it's where I keep all my dish towels, my tea towels, my paper, baking paper, crap like that. So what I've done is I've got this box which I was going to use for the kitchen cover, but I think it would be quite a good size. And this one here, so I'm going to see if I can sit on my right by the side and fold up and tidy up the drawer a wee bit. I'll kind of play around with it and come back and show you it once I've done. I had a wee bit of declutter in this drawer, but not much. It's just amazing actually just how putting in those two storage items and changing the way that, you know, I had things in the drawer, the difference that it's made and how tidy it is. Not sure how long it will stay like this, but I'll try and keep on top of it and stop anybody else going in and making a mess. So I've already done a bit of a cull on my mugs, and I don't think I have an excessive amount. However, I think I can take out a couple of the boys' mugs, and that helps. So if I take out those, I'll pop one back in. I'll pop one back in. I'll pop one back in. And so if I take out 2 mugs, 2 of the boys' mugs, that kind of leaves me with some more space in the cupboard. But as I said, I've already decluttered the mugs, so I think it helps. And I will use most of the mugs here. So this cupboard, I tidied out. I didn't bother doing it on camera, but I used a couple of these boxes because there was lots of things that were just lying loose, and it just made it really untidy. So now I think it looks a lot tidier, and I keep my spare mugs up here. So I've shifted everything that doesn't have a home. I've decluttered. I moved the fern that was there up the stairs and repotted that aloe vera plant because the fern didn't like direct sunlight, so popped it in the bathroom. Yeah, just shifted all the stuff that was lying about. You know, the cutlery drawer, I'd done that a couple of weeks ago. Now it's still clear. I did this drawer yesterday, still nice and clear. I want to work on that and kind of get rid of some of the bottles that are too big for there, but we'll get there. So yep, it actually feels like it's echoing. I don't want to take too much out, to be honest with you, because it's still, you know, the kitchen, but just by moving things and putting them in their place, it kind of feels much, much tidier. Anyway, it won't last like this for long. Approximately, well, I give it 10 minutes. I hope you've enjoyed my declutter and my organising.